Hello folks, this is going to start off as a private video. If it goes public, well, you'll be seeing it then. What's going on with Twitter? You can see I have a wool cap on. It's blowing like mad out, not like in England though. They're going to change their algorithm. Whenever you see this, today is a Monday in February, but I've already seen some of this changing of the timelines. I don't like it. I guess I could get used to it. The bigger problem is, are they going to censor things they don't like? I've already been hammered on the internet. I go back 3 years doing many videos, starting with You Now. It was just about 3 years ago. I did at least 950 videos there. I think I'm getting punished on Twitter. I don't know for sure. What happened yesterday was I deleted 141 non-followers. Some of those, not many of them, but some were unfollowers. They had followed me before. A handful. 141 is like 1/7 of 1% of my total. Which I won't, but if I wanted to unfollow everybody, some people do that. This would take over 2 years to do it in a careful manner. By careful I mean I won't get suspended from adding people, which is what happened yesterday morning. I tried this morning. I think I unfollowed about 120 non-followers. Maybe a quarter of them were unfollowers. They had followed me and then stopped. But I didn't get suspended from adding people, at least not yet today. This algorithm, will it censor me more? I would tend to think so. Another change people don't know, and this snuck up on me, was the old 2,000 like heavy-handed limit or strict limit was up to 5,000. I know a lot of people buy followers. It's against the rules. I never have. I haven't sold services. That's not against the rules. I was asked once or twice. My account is not for that. I don't intend to unfollow a lot of people. I think I unfollowed one person a couple of weeks ago that seemed to be a spam. I hear some idiot outside driving funny. It's just 5 in the morning. There's weird people around here now. I hear activity in the middle of the night nearby, a mile or two away. I don't know what's going on, but I'm rambling a little bit. I'm going to continue doing Twitter, but I can't add a couple hundred people a day. A year or two ago, if I unfollowed 500-600, I would get into trouble. Unfollowing 175 a week or two ago, and then 141 yesterday, and having my ability to follow other people suspended, even if just for an hour or two, that's very disquieting. It says in the rules, I look through it again, I look through them at least once a year. They make changes more often than that, but it says you will not unfollow hundreds of people a day. 1.400, I don't think I count as hundreds. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty good at math though. Maybe you can see Santa Claus over here still. He's left over from Christmas time. But another thing it says is you will not aggressively follow and unfollow. that disturbs me that there's a term, aggressive. How do you define it? It used to be 7 years ago you could unfollow many more. I won't go into the numbers. I recall what I did one weekend. I had a very good weekend one weekend. It kind of put me on the map maybe around 3 months after I started. So I go back 7 years on Twitter now. But what does aggressive mean? Unfollowing 141 people I wouldn't consider aggressive, but either they count it as hundreds in the rules, or they consider it too aggressive, or they're just punishing me. I didn't criticize Hillary's here. I mentioned it. It was just a little humorous aside. I talk about Fukushima, I talk about Palestine. I know that's not liked. But what is aggressive? I think if you were to get 15 candy bars and eat them, that would be aggressive eater of candy bars. Even 5 candy bars, I think that would be aggressive eater. So what is aggressive following and unfollowing? This top guy on Twitter said, well, the algorithms aren't going to change stuff. If I have to go in somewhere and revert something to the old way like they did with the like situation, that makes it harder, and just by experience most people aren't going to do it. There was this whole discussion on GCN, unfortunately, and what they do with smart TVs, and I may do a video on that, but not right now. But it is disturbing, and I shouldn't state it, but I'm going to stick to less than 141 if I can. Another thing is when the days start, and then I work early in the morning. It's certainly a new day, and it's certainly almost noontime getting on in England. But maybe on the West Coast and very early morning they don't count it as a new day. This is another factor that might play into what happened. But at least my account hasn't been totally suspended. I noticed on YouTube, not YouTube, YouNow, I would still be one of the top people with Twitter followers. A couple of guys I know, they're in the 30 to 40,000 follower. At one time, one of these fellows was well ahead of me. He's from England. In fact, he gave me an impetus to just, in my mind, have a friendly competition, and that allowed me to get up to 50,000. This is going back a couple of years. It's a year ago I got to 100,000. I had to work very hard and do tricks and stuff, and I was pushing the limit at that time, 500 and 600, which was a lot different than 175 or 141. And I may talk about this again, and I just lost the video. I'm gonna, as I said, start this as a private video, so when you see it, it might be a few days since I actually did the video that you're watching it. Good luck out there, folks.